Have you ever noticed how one meal out, one restaurant, one takeaway on the weekend can completely make you feel like you've fallen completely off track with your fat loss and with reaching your dream hourglass body, especially when you've been so perfect with your calories, with your training, Monday through to Friday? Well, this video is for you. And you might even feel like you've overcompensated for that meal out by doing more steps, doing more cardio, or going to the gym the next day just to burn off those calories that you've eaten in that meal out. And somehow it feels like your fat loss is still slow and it's not moving as quick as you would like it in the right direction. So in this video, I'm going to teach you my secret social pyramid method that is genuinely going to change the life in the way that you see social plans. So you're able to finish this video knowing exactly how to eat your favorite meals, how to go out and enjoy your social life without saying no to your friends, and still continuously lose fat while eating burgers, sushi, and all of your favorite food, and without thinking that you always need to go for a chicken salad or the healthiest, most lightest option on the menu. So this is Sarah. Now Sarah wants to lose some fat. Sarah wants to snatch up, but Sarah also loves to go out to eat with her friends and with her family. And Sarah's maintenance calories are around 2,200. So if she ate this many calories every single day, she'd maintain her weight. And if she wanted to drop fat, her deficit would be around 1,700 calories. So that's what she would have to eat on a daily basis to be able to see her fat loss. But what I want you to remember is the most important thing for fat loss isn't perfection. It's consistency over the month. It's consistency over the year that will really help you to shift that weight. So if we take 1,700 calories and times it by 30, the days in the month, we've got 51,000 calories. So that's how many calories in the month Sarah's got to play with so she can reach her fat loss goals, right? But most people come in and they see that as a daily number. And then when it comes to meals out, this is what happens. So, as I said, Sarah loves to go out with her friends. Sarah's got a social life and Sarah lives her best freaking life. So each of these boxes represents a day out or even just a dinner out in Sarah's month, right? This is 6 days. So we've got 4,000 calories. That might be a bottomless brunch, a pizza. The 3,000 calories might be a night out with the girls and a kebab afterwards. And then we've got 4,000 calories, which might be a wedding that she's got to attend with starters, mains, and desserts, right? So as you can see, this method with the calories, it adds up very quickly because in just 6 days, Sarah's eaten around 21,000 calories. 21,000 calories. So I'm going to write that down for you so you can see. So just in these 6 days, Sarah's eaten 21,000 calories, right? But then we also have to think about the rest of the 24 days in the month. And if Sarah stuck to a perfect deficit of 1,700 calories and we times that by 24, that is around 40,000 calories, right? So if we plus 21,000 by 40,000, we get 61,000, right? So that's 61,000 calories for the whole month. And if you remember the previous whiteboard slide, if Sarah stuck to her deficit of 1,700 calories across the month, she had 51,000 calories to play with. But now we're at 61,000, so she's gone about 10,000 calories over, which unfortunately is going to put her into a surplus, which means that her fat loss will not be happening this month just because of 6 days. So you know when people say one day out probably won't ruin your calories, probably won't ruin your fat loss, but when the one day out happens every week, especially if you're a social butterfly, you got a lot of friends, you got a lot of dinners out, it unfortunately can take us out of fat loss. So at this point, Sarah might think, oh, let me just calorie bank for the week, right? Let me save some calories in the week so I can make space and make calories for the weekend, right? So her deficit, as we know, is 1,700 calories. Now, in order to calorie bank, you want to save, let's say, around 200 to 300 calories a day across 3 days. So you've got calories left over for the weekend. So we've got 1,700 to 1,400. Let's say for 3 days, she drops her calories to 1,400. That is 300 calories per day times 3, which is 900. So if we're saving 900 calories for up until the weekend for one meal, we've got 1,700 calories plus the 900 that we've saved from the calorie banking. That's given us 2,600 calories to play with. But with the grid, we can see that a meal out can easily add up, because 2,600 calories is not that many calories to play with, especially when you're a foodie. That's probably a Domino's pizza and just one drink, right? And I know Sarah, she wants to enjoy herself a little bit more, which is why calorie banking doesn't really work. Another reason why calorie banking for women is not the best approach is because when we are in a deficit, we need to look after and fuel our body as best as we can, even during the deficit, because if we drop even further up in 1,400 or even up to 1,400, we're throwing our body off balance, right? And what's happening is we need to keep our hormones healthy, we need to keep our energy stable, and in order to actually earn the 4,000 calorie day, which is so easy to eat that many calories when you actually track it, we need to be eating very low calories across a longer period of time just to make up for one day. And that's not healthy for women. And that is definitely going to throw us off track internally. And especially when you're in a fat loss journey, you're getting more steps in, you're training harder. So we need those calories to stay as balanced as we can to be able to see the best progress. So now we have the secret social pyramid method, which is not going to be a secret in just a second. But I remember when I was prepping towards my photo shoot, I had the busiest social month of my life during that prep. I had my birthday in September, my partner's birthday, my friend's wedding, a weekend away to the Cotswolds, and I was in a fat loss phase. So I had so many things going on, and it wasn't just an evening, it was a full fucking day. So with calorie banking, that would have never worked for me. My calories were already at 1,500. Sarah's already eating 1,700 calories. So dropping it even more, you're going to be angry. You're going to be mentally unstable, right? And this is why I created the social pyramid method, because I found myself, I'm a Virgo, so I love planning. So I got my diary out to plan for September. And then I was writing my goals down, and I also find myself writing down all of the socials that I had coming up, even dinners out with a friend, even the little things. And then I realized that I can put this into a pyramid, and this is exactly what I'm going to teach you now. So, the social pyramid method. And this is where we actually now start to plan the month a little bit more in advance with all the socials that you've got. So you're able to prioritize the ones that mean the most to you, right? So instead of treating every single social plan that you have every single week, all the way from a night out to a best friend's wedding, we can start listing them in terms of importance. And what's important to you might look different to somebody else, and that is okay. So for me, in that month of September, at the top of the pyramid, of course, it's going to be my birthday, main character energy. And then we've got my friend's birthday, then we've got my partner's birthday, my friend's wedding, and then my partner's birthday. And then I had a weekend out at the Cotswolds. Then my dinner's out with a friend at the bottom. Not because my friend's not important to me, but because I know that there's going to be better food and there's going to be nicer food that I want to enjoy myself for and just relax into it for my birthday. I like going out to eat, to try new restaurants. I like going out to try new foods. And for my friend's wedding, of course, there's going to be full catering. So I want to make sure that I can enjoy that. That's why they're at the top. And dinner with a friend is at the bottom, right? So now when I've rated them, I can add my calories in accordingly, because not every social event deserves to eat the same amount of calories. So right at the top, I've assigned my birthday the most calories, and at the bottom, the least. And if I was to add the total up, it would come to 15,000 calories. And if you remember the calorie banking, the grid method, that was 21,000 calories. So we've nearly halved the amount of calories that we're saving with doing this pyramid method rather than calorie banking. And with this, rather than going 10,000 calories over, we're going 5,000 calories over with our deficit. So that means fat loss can still stay in a momentum without going too many calories over, and also while being able to enjoy the social events that mean the most to you to its full potential. So here with dinner with a friend, yes, I can check the menu and maybe get something that's a little bit healthier and just enjoy the company more, enjoy the memories more. But at the top, I can now assign myself and have a little bit more to eat, like a burger or some chips or sushi or pizza, and have the higher calorie foods and save it for the top social pyramid activity. And then you know that in the month, you have got that top pyramid to look forward to. So that way, when we are ordering a healthier meal, when you are ordering a salad, you know that it's okay because you've got something to look forward to where you can fully enjoy all of the incredible foods in that month. So fat loss becomes so much easier when you just take 5 minutes to plan out your social pyramid for the following month. So you can stop canceling fat plans. You can stop always having to order a salad. And you know that when you prioritize your socials in this way, you'll be able to live your best life while being able to align everything towards losing fat and becoming the best version of you. So, just to recap, this was Sarah's deficit for the month. This was Sarah calorie banking using the grid, eating random calories. And this was Sarah using the social pyramid. And fat loss has never become so easier for my clients, for Sarah, and for you watching this when you implement the social pyramid method, because not every social activity deserves the most calories, and that's okay. Now that you feel super confident on how to plan your socials and go out to eat and still see fat loss, go check out my video about how to train to sculpt your dream hourglass body so you can combine both of these together and become the sexiest and the best version of you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.